Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the last video of 2023, which is like very surprising to me because I feel like it's still July. So there's that. Also, yes, I got a bookshelf for Christmas. It's like floor to ceiling. It's floor to ceiling. You can't even see, we can see some of my fantasy, but I have 3 fantasy shelves. Just want to let you know. If you wanna like a tour of my bookshelf, let me know and then maybe I'll do it. But yeah, I have a bookshelf now, so there you go. But what we're actually talking about today is my top 10 books / series of the year. So I cheated, and instead of just doing like, this is my number 10 book, this is my number 4 book, I'm doing like standalones and series. So like a whole series could be number 5. So I did kind of cheat a little bit, but I make the rules. It's my channel. So let's start with number 10. That is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This was the first Emily Henry book that I ever read, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. Like, I really liked it. It's like friends to strangers to lover to, right? Yeah, it's friends to strangers to lovers. It's very good. It's, as all Emily Henry books are, it's very summary. But yeah, this is number 10. And then number 9 is Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Again, this is the first Ali Hazelwood book that I ever read. And I really enjoyed it. I was really surprised because I was like, I don't like science, so I'm probably not gonna like this, because I know like Check and Mate is heavily revolved around chess. So, and then like the Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and then Loath to Love You. Those are all like women in STEM books, but they're also like contemporary romance. So I was like, I might not like this very much, but I actually really liked the science. Like, I kind of knew what was going on, because I've taken physics before, but like, I didn't know like to this in depth. So it kind of made sense to me, but it kind of didn't make sense to me, if that makes sense. But I really liked it, and I was very surprised about that. So there's number 9. Then we have number 8. We have Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This was the 3rd Emily Henry book that I wrote. So I read Beach Read after People We Meet on Vacation. Well, not like after, but you know what I mean. And I was I wasn't like really surprised by this one, because it's like it's an editor and a agent. I think she's an agent, right? She's an agent. And so I don't know. I've always been interested in like the technical side of the like book publishing world, so I think that's why I really liked it. And there was an independent bookstore in here, so we're kind of getting all of the bookish things just combined, but make it romance. So it's very good. If you haven't read Emily Henry, I would probably start with Book Lovers. If I were to like go into the Emily Henry world again and like start reading her books, I'd probably start with Book Lovers first. I don't know why. That's my advice. If you want to take my advice, then take my advice. Then what are we on? 7. Number 7 is If We Were Villains by ML Rio. This was the first thriller that I ever read. There's like Shakespeare elements in it. And I don't know. I just really liked it. It wasn't like I have things to say about it, you know what I mean? Like Local Woman Missing, if you remember the couple of times that I've talked about that book, like there's no words to describe like my thoughts after reading that book. But this one, like, I really liked. It wasn't as like thriller-y as Local Woman Missing, if that makes sense. So I don't know. It was less intense. But I don't know. I feel like this is a great start into the thriller world if you understand Shakespeare. That's always, every time I talk about this book, that's always my thing. If you don't like Shakespeare, if you don't understand Shakespeare, don't read it, because you're gonna hate the book. Like, it's just how it is, unfortunately. Then number 6 is The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. I'm surprised this book isn't talked about more, because it's like, it's so good, and it's just the epitome of summer, and I love it. And you guys know, with romance books, there has to be some kind of like personal growth or like second plot line going on, otherwise I get bored and I don't like it, and it's just a Hallmark movie. Or it just like feels like a Hallmark movie to me. I don't really know. There has to be a plot. It can't just be romance. I guess that's the best way to describe it. But this book was very good. It's YA. I don't know, I just really liked this book. It's got like a game of assassin in it, and it's just really good. And I am obsessed with this whole world. So, that's number 6. Then, number 5. This is number 5. We have, of course, the Six of Crows duology. I read this duology at the beginning of the year. I did a reading vlog for Crooked Kingdom. I don't even know what it is. I think it's the found family for me, and the fact that it's romance, but I'm just like, out of all the like Grishaverse, because I've read all of the Grishaverse now, this is my favorite. Like, this part of the world is just, it's amazing. And I think part of it is the found family. I think the other part of it is the heist that happens. Like, it's so well thought out and well planned and stuff. And like I've said before, Kaz is just the blueprint of a mastermind. I'm telling you right now. And I don't know how Leigh Bardugo wrote this book. Like, the detail that she put into this duology is just incredible. And like the whole Grishaverse, like the detail is just incredible. And I don't know, I guess that's why Leigh Bardugo is one of my favorite authors, because the detail is just, it's like unimaginable. I don't even know how she thought it all up. Then we have Purpose Doesn't Pause by Hope Reagan Harris. This is number 4. I actually got this as an ARC. This was my first ever ARC, and this book was just so good, and I learned a lot. I think I've said this before in like my 5-star read video, that this book helps me grow in my faith a lot. Like, I learned a lot. I've grown a lot since reading this book. And I think it just really changed my perspective on a couple things. And it's definitely going to help me further down the line. I've talked about going back and annotating it. I think I really want to do that. Yeah, this is a really good book that I think really helped me with like my faith and finding my purpose in like my relationship with God, and just like in this world. Then this is a just ginormous stack that I gotta pick up here. This is number 3. All right, number 3. Okay, are we gonna be surprised by this? Probably not. It's Shatter Me, the whole Shatter Me series. Oh no, please don't fall. Please don't fall. I need you to stay. Please stay. Thank you. Stay. Just the whole Shatter Me series. It's amazing. People typically stop at a Goodnight Me. Please don't do that. Please finish the series out, because it's amazing. And I am obsessed. And I need everybody to read this, so then we can all talk about it just all the time. That and another book that I'm going to talk about in a minute. So yeah, this is just, I don't know. This is amazing. The found family, amazing. The romance, amazing. The fantasy world, well, technically it's dystopian, amazing. Like, it's amazing. And I am obsessed. Everybody knows this already, though. Okay, then we have number 2. Okay? Number 2, Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I have talked about this book so much. I read it twice this year, and this is the first year I ever read this book. Obviously, because it's in this video. I read this book twice. I read it in, like, January or February, And then I read it again in July. And I'm obsessed. I am so excited for Nothing Like the Movies, even though I know it's just gonna rip my heart out of my chest and then maybe give it back to me. But like, I'm just obsessed with this book. And this was my first romance book. Like, just romance book that I've ever read. It's YA. It's amazing. It's a rom-com, okay? It's a rom-com. It's a, like, early 2000s rom-com. I don't know what else I need to tell you to get you to read this book if you already haven't. It's literally, like, it's a rom-com. I don't know what else to say. It's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. I think about it all the time. There you go. Then we have my number one book of 2023. Some of you probably already know what it is because I will not shut up about this book. I'm always thinking about it. I'm always talking about it. I'm always talking about it on this channel. I'm always talking about it on Instagram. Like, I never stop thinking, talking, just literally anything that has to do with this book. I'm there. Okay? I'm there. Alright? It is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is my number one book of 2023. This is, like, I am a fantasy girly, okay? I have 3 shelves dedicated to fantasy on my bookshelf, okay? That is how much of a fantasy girly I am, okay? And this book, I have not felt this way about a book since Keeper. Since Keeper of the Lost Cities, I have not felt this way about this book since I first started reading Keeper. And I'm not even done with the series. Book 10 doesn't come out till November, okay? Like, this book is just everything, and I cannot wait for Reckless. It comes out July of next year, 2024. I'm very excited. I can't wait. The Enemies to Lovers is amazing. Listen, okay? There are times when Enemies to Lovers is like, we don't need it right now, okay? You go to high school, sweetheart. You're not enemies. You just don't like each other, okay? But in fantasy, now that's a different story, okay? That is a different story. Now, the way that this world is built, like, not only are they enemies, but they are, like, enemies. Because Kai, is taught to hate people like Peyton. Like, that's how he grew up. That's what he was taught. And he's the prince. He's like the prince and he's the enforcer, which is like the commander of like a whole army in the normal world, in reality. He kills these people. Like the people like Peyton, he kills them for a living. And, like, their secret identity, it is just, oh my goodness, this book is amazing. Like, literally everything is in this book, and I'm so obsessed. And I can't wait for Reckless. Like, I can't even tell you how excited I am for that book. I will not know peace until that book is in my hands, okay? I just won't. This is a trilogy. It's amazing. I'm obsessed. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this book is just everything to me. Oh, also, it's dual POV. This book has everything, okay? I don't think it's third person. I think it's first person. It's first person. It's dual POV. Enemies to lovers. There's kind of a little bit of a secret identity. He's the enforcer. There's, like, trials, so it's, like, the Hunger Games. Like, this book just has everything. There you go. This is if you take one thing away from this video, read this book right here. This one is what you should take away from this video. That is my top 10 books slash series of 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found some new book recs. I feel like they're mostly heavily talked about, or you've already read them because it came out so long ago. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload, which is on Mondays. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!